Hello and welcome to It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on Megapix Media. Joining me today is Arlene Dickinson, who is CEO of District Ventures, a well-known entrepreneur in Canada, and also well-known for her role with the television series Dragon's Den. Thanks for joining us today, Arlene.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mario. Nice to see you.
Well, you are part of this District Ventures. First of all, maybe explain a little bit about what District Ventures is and what it does.
Absolutely. It's an ecosystem that I created to help fund. So it's a venture capital firm. It's a accelerator program to help accelerate companies. It's a marketing firm, and it's a kitchen, an innovation kitchen. So it's an ecosystem of support for helping entrepreneurs in the food and beverage, health and wellness, and beauty spaces.
Okay, let me just zero in on a couple of those aspects. Can you talk about the accelerator part of it and what that is and what you do there?
Sure. It's a 5-month program that we run twice a year, and businesses from across the country apply, and they come in and they get programming and instruction and support from all sorts of areas in the business, whether it's packaging or exporting or finance or legal or, literally anything to do with standing up a business and getting it going. And so they get help from sponsors and also from just mentors and people across the country who want to help businesses grow.
Okay, and what about the kitchen part of it? What is that?
So the accelerator is headquartered in Calgary, but it serves companies from across the country. In Toronto, we have a 20,000 square foot kitchen facility where businesses in the food and beverage space can go into the kitchen and use the space to innovate and create new recipes or to produce the products that they're working on. So that it's a really interesting space where people can get help again through chefs and through the equipment that's there and be able to create new great products.
Now, the focus that you have on this certain industries and certain businesses, can you talk a little bit about that and why the focus on them, on this particular group?
100%. I mean, about 5 years ago, I started to think a lot about how we were an aging population for a lot of, there's obviously younger people too, but as a group of Canadians, we need to focus more on our health and on our food that we're consuming and what it does to our bodies. We've got strain in the healthcare system. We're seeing a lot of that now, and people are kind of connecting more and more about what the food they eat is and how that actually makes them live a better and more fulfilled life. So I started thinking about the space and all the expertise that Canada has in agri-food and in health innovation, and wanted to be a venture capital firm that focused on supporting businesses in that space, because honestly, Mario, Canada has been an exporter of ingredients for far too long. That's all we do is export our ingredients to other countries. They turn them into products and then we buy them back. And that made no sense to me. So I knew that it would require capital and programming and marketing support and innovation support in order to help build an ecosystem that actually could fuel small businesses in this area to great heights.
Okay, and you recently announced the appointment of a couple of people on the board, correct? Can you tell me who they are and what their expertise is?
Yes, so we actually ended up with, really, really lucky. We ended up with a couple different people that came and joined us to make the organization stronger and better. And one of them was Mary Berg. And Mary Berg, I don't know if you watch Master Chef at all, but she is an absolutely phenomenal entrepreneur who's just really, I can't say enough about her. Like, have you watched the show at all?
No, well, actually, no, I'd lie. I have seen it a couple of times, yes.
And so what did you think?
That was great. I love all those shows.
Yeah. Well, and the other one is Craig Hanna, who is the founder and managing director of Clearview Advisory. And again, a wealth of expertise and experience in helping entrepreneurs and building businesses himself. And so we wanted to bring in people who are experts, and Mary, of course, as a chef, as a famous cook, but also somebody who understands the importance of innovation and ingredients and understands, branding. And of course, when it comes to Craig, he's just got a wealth of information as it relates to business in general. So really very excited to have them join our board and to have them help these entrepreneurs to grow.
Now, Arlene, you started the social media campaign when it comes to entrepreneurs fairly recently, and must confess it slips my mind. The name of it is again
Raving Review.
Raving Review. Can you talk a little bit about that and what it is and why you started that campaign?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what do we hear all the time? We hear, oh, go and support small business, help small business.
Yeah.
And we hear that and people think right away, well, that means I've got to spend money. And not everybody's got extra cash to continually, spend, right? But there's other ways that we can help that don't cost us anything. And that is to support these businesses by giving them great reviews on Google and on Yelp. And so what you can do is you can write your great review of a business that you love, a small business that you love, post it on Google or Yelp, and then I ask people to record them giving that same review in person and then posting that to social media. So, because when you love a business, Mario, you want to tell people about it. You want to, like, hey, I found this great bakery, or I found this great, butcher shop, or I found this great flower store. And these are all small businesses that need our help right now. So by giving them great reviews, we help them in search and people can find them more easily. And then they get, and when people find a business and they read the reviews, they're likely to spend 30% more money with that company because they're the great reviews. So, and I think they're close to 90% more likely to actually go and give that business. So
Yeah.
reviews really matter. And it was something that we could do. So you had to hashtag Raving Review and post it.
Okay, super. Now, Arlene, you've been a long time entrepreneur yourself. When you look at these times, and the devastation that has been caused because of the pandemic to businesses and small business owners, et cetera, what do you think that has done to the, I guess, the entrepreneurial spirit out there? Like, do you think a lot more people will not go into entrepreneurship now because of what they've seen?
No, I actually feel the opposite. I think an entrepreneur is used to challenges and hurdles and actually can kind of navigate through those challenges and see the opportunity that lies ahead. And so while these are really difficult times for many small businesses, I believe that entrepreneurialism is going to actually help get us out of this, whether it's entrepreneurialism and innovation in science and in
Yeah.
health to help us, whether it's entrepreneurialism and innovation in food production to make us, stronger and better, and pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals. So I'm a big believer that entrepreneurs are a solution and that they will find a way through this and help us recover.
And they always say too, right, that a lot of people who lose their jobs are laid off. I'm a perfect example of it. You go in and do your own thing, so to speak, and God knows we're seeing a lot of that still, especially here in Calgary, right? This week,
Right.
Synovus laying off, reports of up to 2,000 people, or eventually because of its merger with Husky. So a lot of those people end up going into entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when you talk about, what, like you said, went through this yourself, you reinvent yourself in the process of that. You find ways to actually take your skill set and your experience and use it in a way that actually moves and propels you forward. And while that's not, reinvention's never easy, but it actually is, this is giving us all a chance to pause and think about what we want with our lives and how we want our society to be.
Yeah.
And this is a chance for us to reinvent the way we think about ourselves. And if, unfortunately, if people have lost their job, it's a horrible place to be. But I bet we'll see a lot of those people coming up with great ideas and creating new opportunities for themselves and for other people.
And you, as District Ventures, will be there to help, right?
We sure hope so.
Excellent. Well, thanks very much, Arlene, for taking the time to talk about District Ventures and about entrepreneurship in Canada.
Mario, thank you for the interest in it. And I have to say, I love your background. I want to go kind of like go through everything on that table and see what it all is. Because it's like, I've been looking at it going, what is all those things there?
Did I hide the alcohol? No.
I've got a big bar and people keep telling me I've got to actually change my camera angles because everybody keeps saying, Arlene, what's going on? But it's just, trust me, I'm not visiting it often these days.
Okay. Well, thanks very much, Arlene, for doing this.
Thanks, Mario.
Okay, that was Arlene Dickinson, who is the CEO of District Ventures. This has been It's Your Business with Mario Toneguzzi on Megapix Media. Thanks for joining us today.